Here we are for F5 ADC or Big IP LTM. I know you must be aware about it. F5 is an organization like Cisco, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, Juniper, and etc. Similarly, we have F5 Networks is a company which is specialized in the application delivery and the security solutions. Okay.
Yep.
So F5 LTM basically people know it in the market as a load balancer. But let me tell you, it's more than load balancer. It's application delivery controller. Okay. It does a lot of things. Okay. So F5 LTM plays a crucial role while I will say enhancing the availability and the performance and the security of the application in data center. And eventually, leave me alone. Everything is what? Everything is now in the digital area is application. Business is what?
Exactly.
It's application,
It's
right?
more on the application side.
Correct. So when we are talking about application directly means we are talking about the business. So if you will say that, okay, I will provide the application security or I can provide the application reliability or performance or the availability, any business owner will listen to you. If you will say that, okay, I work on routers or like that, okay, they won't bother it. They will say that, okay, it's a part of connectivity. But when you are talking about the application itself, it means a lot to them. Yeah. So to provide the efficient and reliability delivery of the web application, or maybe on lower layers also, we need to go for F5 LTM. I hope you are okay with that. Now you can see it's a slide which is showing you a different product suite for the big IP. So big IP is nothing but like if you are okay with Cisco, Cisco has Nexus expertise in Nexus, in the WAN, in the LAN, in the storage and wireless, right? Similarly, they have a product suite family of the big IP. Okay, like either we are talking about LTM, GTM, ASM, APM, ARM, ASM, whatever. Okay, all of these belongs in the big IP product suite family, and you can see there are a lot of more. Okay, but yeah, that is how we are dealing in the big IP products, and big IP products is nothing but you can say it's a like part of your FI networks. Okay, it's a product suite family, we will say. Now, when we talk about local traffic manager, which is LTM, okay, please do let me know once I need to pick, my pace is a little bit faster. Please stop.
Yeah, this is all good. Like even you
That
can
is the
like
reason
speed
because
up.
you already know about,
Yeah, you can speed up. I don't
yeah,
mind. Like
that yeah,
wherever if it is required, I'll ask you the
yeah.
question.
You
Yeah,
can, you can
thank
stop
you.
me anytime. You can
Sure,
please
sure,
feel free to ask any question anytime. Not an
sure.
issue. But obvious today is the introduction class.
Yep, I got it.
So we will be picking up the pace. Now, as you can see over the screen, we have one device that is LTM, right? So you can see here is our LTM, right? So local traffic manager, the first work is the load balancing for sure,
Yep.
right? So we can see load balancing is there. We have application servers like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 application servers and it is serving all the traffic in the round robin fashion. Later on,
Okay.
we will see that there are a lot of load balancing mechanisms, right? Even the static, dynamic, lot of things will come into the picture, don't worry. But currently, if you see, it's a by default nature of the round robin, which says first packet over here, second packet here, third packet here, fourth packet here. Likewise, the subsequent request will go. Okay.
Yep.
This is your load balancing, the first work of your big IP local traffic manager. But it does not stop here. Okay. So if I will say how to proceed further. Okay. So if you see here, encrypted and unencrypted, what you were talking earlier, right?
Yep.
That I was used to put the certificates. So what we
Yep.
are doing, we are putting the server certificates on the F5 machine.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it can be also one of the three ways. Like here, it is HTTPS traffic, but obvious because over the internet
Mm-hmm.
there can be man-in-middle attack, or there can be lot of
Mm-hmm.
attacks, right?
Yes.
Eavesdropping or lot of things. So you
Mm-hmm.
cannot have the plain HTTP traffic going for your application for sure. This is your first, I will say, first security measure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Later on in the ASM, I will teach you not only teach. I will show you various
Mm-hmm.
attacks. Okay, including your top 10.
Yeah, so OWASP top 10 is one of the things that I had seen your I think introduction video for you were using Fiddler, I think so. Uh, for something like demo to prevent the OWASP top 10 and assign the policies.
Right, right. So Fiddler is
Mm.
nothing. Fiddler is a reverse proxy.
Yep. Ah, okay.
I would be going to talk about that in our ASM class. But
Okay.
what I was saying is like
Mm.
not only it's a first, I will say it's a
Mm.
first security measure. Okay.
Mm.
And I was
Mm.
talking about SSL. So
Mm.
they you need to apply SSL profile here because you are aware
Yes.
that is the reason I am using these terms. Otherwise,
Mm.
for
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
we cannot.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mhm.
you can put client SSL profile, you can put SSL profile here also,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
Server side.
Yep.
So there are lot of things will come into the picture while we are talking about SSL termination. By the way,
Mm.
just FYI, SSL is no more there. It's a legacy thing.
PLS. Yeah.
Currently, it is TLS.
Yep. Mm.
Okay, but in day-to-day term, like we are talking about GTM,
Mm. Mm.
GTM is also no
Mm.
more. Okay,
Yeah.
ASM, it's also does
Mm.
not exist, right?
Mm.
This is DNS now,
Mm.
FIDNS. This is advanced web. Yeah, but
Yeah.
in
So
term we used to say SSL
Mhm.
termination.
So the even advanced WAF is has a lot many features than ASM. Like ASM had like some if
But obvious, there
so
is a feature set which is
yeah.
added. Okay, but
So
let me
are
tell
we
yeah,
going to talk about all or
for
the
sure, for
only
sure,
okay,
for sure.
okay, got it.
So this is how your SSL termination can also happen.
Mm, mm,
Then earlier, the
mm,
in like before the SD thing, SD, what
mm.
SD? Like SD-WAN,
Just one.
like
Mm,
SD-LAN,
mm,
like in data center it is ACI, right?
mm,
It is
mm,
SD access, right? SD
mm,
access. I
mm.
hope you have heard about these terms. So
I know SD-WAN, ACI, SDXs, not much. Like, so if you talk about the networking, as long as it is required for me to work, that much I.
So what I was talking about, see, networking is not required here much, but
Mm,
what I
mm,
was trying to tell, like
mm,
before these technologies,
mm,
your MPLS connections was working in the
mm.
market
Yes.
on the boom.
Mm,
Okay,
mm.
and these are really, uh, I will say, expensive one.
Yes.
Okay,
Mm,
but
mm,
nowadays, all the security thing and everything is taken care because there is an underlying infrastructure what we are using. What on the top we are creating DTLS tunnels and all of those
mm,
things.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
so underlying infrastructure does not matter. So either you are using
Okay.
MPLS or internet, hardly matter.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Mm,
and due to that,
mm,
your like all the organization, bigger organization, I will say, are
mm-hmm.
purchasing internet. So if
Okay.
you were buying, I'm just giving an hypothetical situation, 200
Yes.
MB of the MPLS connection, and
Mm,
nowadays you are picking up 1 Gbps. Even this is
mm,
cheaper than this 200 Mbps line. Yeah. I'm just,
mm.
I'm just giving you
Mhm.
an
Yeah, yeah.
okay. So before this, there was the bandwidth. I will say choke. Okay, so bandwidth was a very big problem earlier days, and
Mm,
we were used compression profiles
yes.
like SSL profiles. There was the
Mm,
compression profile which can
okay.
be picked up on the your LTM
Mm,
device.
okay.
Okay. Then you have heard about these protocols, TCP or UDP, although
Yes.
it will
Yes.
also take 7 or 8 days class if I will touch this
Yeah.
topic, but I am just giving you an overview.
Yep, yep, yep.
Maximum, maximum all application. I will say
Yeah.
99
Mm.
99.99 application. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
hardly
mm-hmm.
maybe some applications will go for
Yep.
the UDP, but
Mm.
maximum application will use TCP.
Yeah,
Okay,
UDP is usually used mostly on the like if
voice
streaming that we are doing,
on
uh,
voice kind of thing.
voice.
Right,
Yeah, so anything stream like a lot of packets that are required, and
right,
even for the analytics also we sometimes use the UDP protocol.
correct, correct, correct. So if I will talk about TCP, whatever TCP stack is there,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever RFC was, you are okay with RFC? You are
Yeah.
aware about RFC?
Um.
Request for comment. Actually, any protocol, when somebody is
Mm,
designing
mm.
a protocol, let us say
Yes. Yes.
in few years you wanted to make your own protocol. Okay,
Yep. Yep.
you
Mm-hmm.
will submit this RFC thing. Okay,
Mm,
and it will be get approved and everything. Okay,
mm, mm,
so
mm,
in the TCP RFC, original RFC, F5 network
mm.
people make some amendments. Okay,
Okay.
and
Mm.
they did it. Give me a minute, okay? Just a
Mm-hmm.
minute.
Sure. Sure.
Somebody
Sure.
is speaking.
No problem.
Only one.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for interruption. What I was saying? Yeah, TCP. So they, hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes. Yes. I can hear you.
Okay. So F5 networks even tell those people that there are some drawbacks and limitation. You can enhance that. Okay.
Mm.
Even in the
Mm-hmm.
RFC. Okay. So
Okay.
what I am trying to tell you, let us say
Mm-hmm.
if you are using Cisco router and you are
Mm.
using F5 device.
Yep.
So the TCP multiplexing which you are utilizing over here and which you are
Mm.
utilizing on F5 is
Mm.
okay due to such enhancement. Getting my
Okay.
point?
Okay.
How to? I need to see how to erase this. Okay, fine.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So I was just giving you a couple of the overviews, right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
not only this. Have you heard about One Connect?
Mm.
See, this is also a
Mm.
profile which I would be touching the topics in detail later on. Okay.
Okay.
Currently, just I am trying to give you an overview that LTM
Mm.
is not only the load balance.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
there,
So as I said, like, so I work with a lot of technology. Like
yeah,
as I said, like to create a POC, POV. So and I just like use it and until unless it's required for me
yeah,
to
yeah,
like
makes
go
sense.
into the depth,
Yeah.
or even if I don't use it for the lab purpose, I just need to know so that I can speak with someone. So
Oh,
that
oh,
that's what I know. So
no,
so I just want to increase my knowledge level
yeah,
for the big IP, so which include not only the major three, it also includes SSLO, PEM, CGNA, and NAG.
right.
So yeah, so I might be knowing, I might not be knowing. So
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's all
yeah, I
right.
would
It's
like to.
okay. So one connect profile is a profile. Like what happen is when some traffic will come here. Okay. As I was mentioning about TCP, there is a TCP handshake, three-way handshake. Okay. Syn, synac, and act. Right? Hello. Able to hear me? Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry, something is wrong. Like I don't know why my browser is continuously like disconnecting my headset. So this is the second time that happened.
It's all
Sorry
right.
about
It's not
that.
not an issue. So what I was mentioning. that
mm,
whenever your TCP traffic will come, okay, let us say this is the client, and from client it's coming to the F5. Okay, so how traffic will come from client to F5? There would be a TCP handshake.
yes.
Similarly, the TCP handshake will happen over here also. Let us say this
Mm,
server 2 is getting chosen. So
mm,
server 2 also need to do F5 from F5, a TCP handshake would be there. So
mm,
here would be your SYN
mm.
and AG will happen.
Yeah. Mm,
Now
okay.
you just try to imagine this is
Mm,
one client. Similarly,
mm,
there
mm,
would be second client,
mm,
third client, and 10,000 client.
mm.
Okay, how many SYNAC here and there would be, right?
Yes. Mm,
What FI does, let us say it builds a first session,
mm,
all the subsequent requests will use the same. Again, there is a, I will say,
mm,
there is some story behind that. There are some disclaimers, but because it's a
mm.
first class, I'm just giving you an overview. Okay.
So you mean that the clustered multiprocessing or TMM that you're talking about?
So it's not about the clustering or something. It's about
Okay.
that F5 is utilizing same TCP connection. And how it utilize it? It use one connect profile.
Okay. Okay.
Then not only this, let us say you are utilizing
Mm,
a Cisco product, okay?
mm,
And
mm,
your organization, because
mm,
every device has some default behavior,
mm,
okay? And your
mm,
organization want that no, I when this packet will come, I want
mm,
go like this. Means some customize, I will say some customize
mm,
requirement is there. Okay.
mm,
Cisco, you will approach to Cisco that, okay, can you do this? Cisco say
mm,
that, okay, give me maybe 1,000 device order or 10,000 device order, and I
mm,
will put this thing into my iOS or
mm,
maybe whatever OS version they are working with,
mm,
and
mm,
we can do it, right? It's an
mm,
achievable, but I
mm,
need my
mm.
team to sit over there. I need a bulk order, right?
Yes.
But if client is small, only one router he has, just
Mm,
giving an hypothetical
mm,
situation, then
mm,
what?
mm,
Cisco won't do it. It will be a direct refusal. But what
mm,
F5 is saying,
mm,
see, this is my default behavior. Okay, there is
mm,
a
mm,
something which is working as default,
mm,
but there is some explicit requirement from your client side or maybe whatever requirement from the business side. You want to
mm,
fulfill it. I do give you a scripting mechanism that is named as iRules. Okay, very simple scripting language, TCVL based. Okay, I will teach you in the class later on. So you
okay.
use the iRules and you can
Mm,
modify the behavior as per your need.
mm,
Okay, so
okay.
whosoever the person who need to make the change, they can. Okay.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand like how one connect profile and iRule is correlated.
No, they are not correlated.
So
I was just telling you that F5
okay.
LTM is more beyond than load balancer.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Got. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I
Yes,
was
it's
just
more.
giving you the overview that it is
Okay.
much more than the
Mm, mm,
typical load
mm.
balancer.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm not saying that everything is correlated
Mm-hmm.
with each other. Okay,
Oh, okay.
perfect. Similarly, if you will go for the GTM, okay, GTM or the new name as I was telling you, F5 DNS. What is
Mm,
that? You can see it's a global traffic manager. Why it's global?
yeah.
Because it use something named as GSLP.
Mm,
Okay. So
mm.
if you will do some searching and you will try to find it out, it's a global,
Load balancer.
yeah, server load balancing. Okay.
Mm,
So
mm,
what does that mean? Whenever some traffic will come, see, this is a client.
mm,
Okay.
mm,
This client is going to any website. Let us say
mm, mm,
www.netminion.net.
mm, mm, mm.
And this client will, first of all, it will see its own cache.
Hmm.
Maybe the browser cache, maybe the system
Hmm.
OS cache, and let us
Hmm.
say it's not there. It will
Hmm.
go to where? It will go to the modem.
Local
Whatever
dinner.
modem, yeah, your ISP is providing to you, it's into your home or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
It
Hmm.
is acting, it's named as LDNS, which is
Yeah,
local DNS.
local dinners.
Okay.
Hmm.
It will try to find it out that, okay, do I have some cache or no? Okay, if there is something
Hmm.
in the cache,
Hmm.
it will give the result. Otherwise, it will
Hmm.
send to something named as root servers. Then
Yes.
top
Hmm.
level domain, then
Top.
second
Hmm.
level domain, and eventually it will go
Hmm.
where? To the authoritative
Authoritative
DNS server,
DNS server. So
right?
this authoritative the DNS server can be our GTM as well.
It can be a GTM, yes, for sure.
Mm.
It can be
Okay.
a bind server. It can be a
Mm.
Windows
Mm.
server, whatever.
Okay.
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 So that like that. Even
Mm.
there are a lot of more scenarios that I would be going to
Mm.
discuss in the
Mm.
GTM class
Mm.
for sure.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
So yeah. So this is
Mm.
how it works. Now
Mm.
let me tell you, when your traffic comes to
Mm.
the GTM, okay,
Mm. Mm.
GTM will see this traffic is coming, let us say, from the APAC.
Mm.
If yes, send it to the APAC
Mm.
data center.
Mm.
If it is coming to the US, let's not send it to the APAC, send it to
Mm.
be maybe EU region. Okay, if
Mm. Mm.
US is not there, which means it is
Mm.
not only doing the DNS
Mm.
load balancing, but more,
Yep.
more, even when I will teach the GTM, I will show you. Okay, more we will.
So, like we will be also working on like DNS DDoS. Like if there is any, there are many things
DNS,
that DNS.
DNS, DNS, SCC, yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Now, then ASM, Application Security Manager. Okay.
Mm.
For
Mm.
sure, if this is the legal request, it will send. If this is an illegal request, it will stop over here. Won't send any request to
Mm.
the
Mm.
application server, but send a
Mhm.
support ID,
Mm.
okay, to the user. Or maybe if it
Mm.
is illegitimate user or hacker,
Mm.
him or
Mhm.
her. Okay. This support ID is nothing but a 10-20 digit of number. Okay.
Mm.
And when you come to the box, find out that
Mm.
through the filter that I will be gonna show you later on in the event logs. Okay, you
Mm.
can see that, okay, this is maybe SQL
Mm.
injection attack. Okay,
Mm.
maybe
Mhm.
DDoS. Okay, maybe bot defense issue.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
maybe brute force. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
maybe URL is illegal. Okay, maybe
Mm.
parameter tampering. Whatever,
Mm. Mhm.
everything would be gonna check on your hits.
Mm. Mm.
Got this?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So bit like that, you will be having all of these, but yeah,
Mm.
okay, one by one. So
Okay.
platform can be your virtual editions where you can work on ESXi, KVM, or whatever in the servers, I would say. It can be a
Mm.
physical appliance, it can be a like chassis-based system. But let me tell you,
Mm. Mm.
Wipron is going out of market.
It's already done.
Even I series
I
also.
series.
So
Today only I
now
was reading
R
about.
series, yeah, we have R series. So we are going with FIOS kind of thing. Okay, FIOS. If it
Mm.
is appliance based, it's named as OSA. If it is chassis
Mm.
based, it's named as FIOSC. Okay.
Mm. R series as well as Velos. So
Yep.
yeah. Mm.
Okay. So this is some of the views, maybe not
Mm.
required.
Mm. Mm.
Now let's jump over here. In
Mm.
this slide, we'll get compare, two stuff. One,
Mm.
you can see the packet-based design. Okay,
Mhm.
it is bit like you can say packet-based design is the foundational aspect when you are
Mm.
computer networking
Mm.
start, right?
Mhm.
So
Mm.
in this way, what happening is there is a client,
Mm.
there is a server.
Mhm.
When packet will get formed, it will make the
Mm.
source IP,
Yes.
destination IP.
Mm.
Okay, source
Mm.
IP will be client IP, destination
Mm.
IP will be server IP, which
Yes.
means this request will
Mm.
go live Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So in middle, you can see some devices.
Hmm.
It is supporting the stream of the communication,
Hmm.
but not an endpoint.
Okay.
So it just passes the packet through.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's bit like just sending the traffic from here to there. Right?
Hmm.
I hope no
Hmm.
doubt. Let me just proceed. So you can see request and response both. Now
Hmm.
let's come to the full proxy. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
before full proxy, have you heard about the proxy?
Yes. So
Okay.
proxy is the IP which act so proxy is like you can say a device which represent the another device network. You can say like for example, if there is an application server, so instead of giving a application IP address directly, we provide a proxy server which routes the traffic to
Right. The
the
proxy play
application.
a crucial role, right? Very
Okay.
crucial role
Mhm.
because it provides the layer of control, layer of security, layer of
Mm,
optimization
mm,
between the
mm.
client and server,
Mm.
right?
So just a request, so there might be a chance I may say that I know about it, but there might be a chance that I may not be like correct
No,
to
no,
the
that's
point.
fine. That's fine.
Feel free
See,
to like
it's my duty to explain.
mm,
It's
yeah,
a I will say I don't know. It's a good habit or bad habit. A
mm,
trainer used to explain a lot, even in the
yeah,
home
that's
also,
good.
to 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 his
Yeah,
wife also. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I understand.
it's a habit. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay. So jokes apart, but
Uh-huh.
point taken. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so what I was saying is, let us say
Mm,
there are some clients.
mm,
They wanted to go to the internet.
mm,
It's quite impossible that if you are running an organization and let
mm,
us say you are a small organization of 100 people, okay,
mm,
you cannot have 100 private IPs, sorry, public
mm,
IPs. Okay.
mm,
Now, what you are doing, you will put a proxy in between,
mm,
and from this proxy, you are
mm,
going to the internet. What happened is
mm.
all of these IPs, there
Mm.
is something named as PAT, okay, port
Okay.
address translation,
Okay.
will go on to one public IP. Let us say
Mm,
1.1.1 is the public IP.
mm,
On different, see, it will pick when the communication will happen on the layer 4, there would be a
mm.
random port selection.
Okay.
So it is 2 raised to power 16, which result to 65535. Okay.
Mhm.
One to
Mm,
thousands are named as one well-known ports.
mm,
Ports. Let us say it is picking, I'm just giving an example, 5151.
mm,
So its IP is private IP, let us say 10.10.10.10. So how
mm,
packet will move from here to here? It will be 10.10.10.10 and 5151. But when it's going to the internet, it would be 1.1.1.1.515.
mm,
Let us say it's 10.10.10.11.5152. So that will go 1.1.1.515. Similarly, 5153 or bit like that. Okay. It can be one IP, more than one IP, depending upon scenario to
mm,
scenario. But
mm.
this is bit like your forward proxy works.
Okay.
I'm talking about the forward proxy, which
Mm,
is in between your clients and the
mm,
internet, or I can say the server.
mm.
Client side proxy, position on the client side,
Okay.
act on the behalf of clients.
Mm, mm,
And
mm,
whenever
mm,
a client makes a request to access some of the resource on the internet, the request
mm,
will go to the proxy. Proxy
mm,
will analyze it, will check everything, either it should
mm,
go or no, whatever. Okay,
mm,
depending
mm,
upon the security, it will see.
mm,
Forward proxy.
mm, mm,
Now, same way, you have some servers. Okay, you are
mm,
managing an application and you are hosting a server.
mm,
You cannot expose these servers over the internet.
mm,
You are putting a proxy in between. Okay,
mm, mm,
every request. every single request from the internet. See, it's only the position I am changing now. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
every single request will come to the proxy instead of
Hmm.
the servers, and proxy will take the decision to send it on the server, and it will
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
intermediate between your server and
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
I will say your network. Okay, when client make any request to access the source, the request
Hmm.
will first direct it to the proxy, and this
Hmm.
proxy will check everything. This
Hmm.
is
So
acting as a reverse.
reverse proxy. So in short, like proxy, if the forward proxy is like when the client location client address should not be known to the application, and reverse proxy is where the application address is not known
Yep,
to the client.
yep. Now this big IP can act
Mm,
as a client
mm,
based or the server based both. That is
mm,
the reason it is named as full proxy. But
mm,
majorly, if you will see, it's a
mm,
device
mm,
because you are making your application server secure, right?
mm, mm,
Okay. So what I was saying is that big
mm,
IP system is the full proxy.
mm,
Connection is proxy. Now, since it is a proxied connection, see what is happening now? Your request is
mm,
not going like that. Your request is breaking on the F5.
mm,
So your packet is now divided into two halves. First packet is between client to F5. Second packet is between F5 to server.
mm.
Making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So since it is proxied, so that is but obvious. Otherwise, how big IP will be able to check everything, intercept everything? It won't be. So this is the diagram which will
Mm,
explain you more over here. So you can see TCP connection is proxy.
mm,
Okay.
mm,
And it can view the traffic, it can modify the traffic, can do
mm.
a lot of things. Like what? Like I am showing you over here. Okay.
Mm.
See,
So when you
I can
say
show.
view the
Yeah.
traffic, so view the traffic in the sense is like reading the packet, or because reading the packet it is done by WAF, not by the
No, no,
proxy. So
no, no, no. Don't get confused.
hmm,
Your F5 LTM also able to read the traffic. Otherwise, why you use certificate? What is the use of certificate?
hmm, hmm,
Getting my point?
okay.
So it's not only WAP. WAP only does the
Hmm,
as like I will say layer 7 protection.
hmm,
Okay. So I am giving you an example. Let us say your some layer 7 traffic is coming. It
hmm,
is coming for abc.com and it is coming for HTTP based. Okay.
okay.
Or maybe let us say it's HTTPS only abc.com and it is coming from let's say China.
Hmm,
Okay. When it is coming from China, it can view
hmm,
the traffic that it's coming from the China. It will send to the
okay.
Chinese server.
Oh,
Okay. But if let us say it's coming from the Europe, it will go to the English server.
so you mean to say it's the header that it's reading,
It can anything. It can read anything.
the data as well, the packet data
Yeah.
as well, the
Yes.
proxy.
Yes.
Mm, okay,
It can. Okay.
okay.
So I give you the example of layer 7, right?
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
See, let me tell you now. If there is
hmm,
some text, you are making it encrypted on the client level.
hmm,
Here, it cannot decrypt.
hmm,
But on F5, you have the cert and private key.
to
But obviously, you can change that data again to the same text.
hmm. Oh,
Okay?
yeah, 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 I got you. So No, I was having like I don't know like what confusion I had. I understood like when so full proxy means is like the when the traffic goes over the LTM the big IP server at that time it does the decryption of the traffic and then encrypt and again send back to the application. So that's what the full proxy is. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
So full proxy is nothing. You try to understand that either see if you are putting it from the client side, okay,
Mm,
something nearby the client side, it will
mm.
be a forward proxy.
Okay.
If you are putting something, the same device on the server side so that you can hide your server network or everything, it will be a
Mm,
reverse proxy,
mm.
right? What I was saying
Yep.
that F5 can act as a forward proxy and reverse proxy both.
Okay. So no need to bring the SSL, the encryption, decryption,
But
the
obvious,
while
but
we
obvious, without SSL encryption, decryption, it is not acting as a full.
exactly. Oh,
See,
okay.
in some case, you have only L4 traffic goes like this.
Mm,
Okay, only L4. So
mm,
in that case, your F5 is not
mm,
acting as a proxy.
mm,
So it's a misconception to multiple of the people that it is a full proxy always. No, it can act as
mm,
a layer 3 device, layer 4 device, layer 2 device,
mm.
depending upon your configuration and the requirement.
Okay.
This second point is SSL thing. It can be encrypted one side, unencrypted another side. It can be encrypted another side also, depending upon
Mm,
scenario to scenario, which I will be gonna explain you during our SSL class.
okay. Okay.
Then one side it can be compression, another side it can be uncompression. Then
Mm,
one side it can have IPv6. Let us say client is new,
mm,
servers are old. So no
mm,
need to do for the IP migration from
mm.
client to big IP. You can have IPv6, and from here to here you can have IPv4 and voice versa.
Okay. Okay. So in the future class, will you be discussing about the use cases of like IPv6 to IPv4, compressed one encryption, the
That's
encryption?
very, very small things. Actually,
Okay.
when I will teach you in the practical thing, now when I will show you
Mm,
the lab and the stuff,
mm,
you
okay.
will you will get to know all the things
Oh,
by
okay.
your own
Okay.
self. Even you
Okay.
will tell me that okay, we need to do from here.
Mm, okay.
Fine. So Myra told me to provide 30 minutes of session today. I hope
Okay.
we are good. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah, sure.